He used to work for me and my brother out at DNR Garage out at Town and Country. We had a garage, and Gene just showed up there one day. He was about 5, 6, 7 years old. And Jerry Rod had an open wheel modified, and Gene used to help him on him, and he'd bring him back by the garage back in them days, and we was kind of like the babysitter. So Gene would just get him some tools and go out in the field out there and start working on the cars, and we knew he couldn't start no car or get no car started nothing. So he'd go out there and he'd take a battery out of a car, take the hubcaps off, take the wheels off. He wanted to be a mechanic. He was going to be a mechanic. So he was about 8, 9 years old. And me and my brother Donald, we heard a car start up one day, and I told my brother, I said, I wonder what that is. And old Gene had him a car out there about 8 or 9. He couldn't have been over 8 years old. We done got him a car started, and he was just going around in circles, round and around and around. And he had done pushed him some cars out there and set him some cones up. Then he got to where he was about 10 years old. He'd go to races, me and my brother, because we used to race at Golden Gate and New Smyrna and race all over the state of Florida. Gene would go help us and work on the race cars. Then he was about 12 years old. He told us, he said, I want to bring a car down to the racetrack one day and race it. And they had like a fan participation race. I said, you got to be crazy. You can't drive. So I think it must have been here or another racetrack, but Gene came down here, and I said, Gene, you can't drive. You're wasting your time trying to drive a car. I'm going to tell you right now, you can't drive. You'll never be able to drive. You can't drive. You can't even ride a bicycle. He said, are you trying to hurt my feelings? I said, no, I'm just being honest with you, boy. You got no talent whatsoever. So he came here one day, and he started passing everybody on the outside from one end and the other. He went to Golden Gate, and he started passing everybody. And then he'd go to the racetrack with us, and my little nephew, Dennis Abney, the one that got killed over when he was 21 years old, running figure eights over at Auburndale. He started helping Dennis a lot. He'd help my brothers, and he just started going with all of us to the racetrack. And next thing I know, he had him 2 or 3 little old cars. He started racing, and then he just went right on up to about where he is today. The man, he's just a natural talent. He could probably, you know, you either love him or you hate him. And if you win a lot of races, people hate him. Me, I think the guy's talented enough that somebody picked him up, he could go race with Donnie Schatz, Kinzer, and all them guys go right out on the road right now. If somebody pick him up and take him, that's how good the guy is.